Welcome to first video on this here channel. If you don't know, I'm one half of the gruesome twosome of YouTube known as $10 Slammer. Check out that channel. We upload more often there. For today's video though, I want to kind of show a couple of toys and action figures and shit that I've had for a long time. This isn't necessarily a showcase of the oldest shit I have. It's just stuff that I personally have had in my possession for a long time, and some stuff is there it has sentimental value behind it. So I'm just kind of want to show that shit off. So let's get right into it. If everybody knows me, they know two things: that I'm no piece of shit, that I reek, and that I love Batman. If I could suck off his little bat dick, I would. I'd be like, well, maybe not that, but I love me some Batman. So I wanted to include a Batman related figure. Now, unfortunately, most of my older figures were stolen by some people fixing the house. So I can't show any of those. So I'm just going to show the oldest figure that I've had with me. And that is this Mattel Batman. I don't know what the series was called. I think it was just called Batman, because that's cool. And the reason why I want to show this is not only because it was made in 2003, so it's pretty damn old at this point, but because I remember the feeling when I saw this bad baby in the shelves. I was like, holy shit, that looks good! Because at this point, there was kind of like a dry spell in good looking bat figures. So that kind of like, holy shit, he's coming back! And then they ruined the series. But that initial feeling, I still remember, and it's pretty damn awesome. Ahab had one of these. I have another one that I recently bought. This is kind of a series that I really like. And, so that's why it's in here. Next up is this here Spidey figure. Now, he's got the loosest joints of all time now. But, there he is. Damn it, he keeps bending down. Oh, serious? Spidey, what the hell are you trying to say? Anyway, this here was made by Toy Biz in the early 90s. And, again, it's not the greatest figure. But the reason why I want to show it off is because, well, look at that face. It's freaking lame and kind of cute. But also, this was Ahab's figure. When I was a kid, he always had this on his shelves and shit. And it was one of those things as a kid. I don't know if you ever had that feeling of wanting something your older brother has or something like that. So it was one of those holy grail things. Like, one day I'm gonna own that, and I finally got it. And now he wants me to bone his butthole apparently. So that's a thing. Next up, this figure's here for a similar reason. This was once Ahab's. And in case you don't know who Ahab is, by the way, as I said before, he's part of the gruesome twosome known as $10 Slammer. Check them out. They're pretty cool guys, I hear. Anyway, this next one was a Ahab figure. And it's a little Godzilla. Now, if I'm going to be honest with you, most Godzilla movies suck a ding. A massive Godzilla-sized ding. But I can say that my love for Godzilla started with this figure. Now, again, it's not the greatest likeness of Godzilla, but it's just kind of a cute little figure. And back in the day, it used to roar. That ability is lost to time now. But, still a cool thing. I dig it. Next up is a similar... I'm realizing that all these figures just used to be Ahab's. And that's, for some damn reason, a reason to have them shown. Anyway, this next one, similarly, was owned by Ahab. And it's this little Cookie Monster. Now, I don't exactly know why I like this thing. It's cute, so maybe that's why. But this bad baby, I don't know how long he had it, but I've had this forever. It was made in 1985, so, he's 1,000, so he probably had it since then. And it's just a cool little thing that I'm never going to get rid of, So, next up is not something Ahab owned, but it is something he gave me as a child. It is, I don't know if you've seen the classic hit film, Monty Python and the Holy Grail. Is that what it's called? Yeah, let's go with it. It's called that. If it's not, then, eat a dick. I don't know why you would have to eat a dick, but, pretty great film, hilarious. And this little guy is one of the most well-remembered little guys, called the Black Knight. And when I was a fetus, I was a fan of this film. And Ahab knew, mainly because he showed it to me. And he saw this, and he bought it for me. Now, it is a plush of the Black Knight, and it's not in great condition. I mean, this bad baby is like more than 20 years old at this point. But the selling point for this bad baby is this. Yeah, you can recreate the famous scene from the hit film and give him a flesh wound. Anyway, next. We're coming to an end. We're coming close to the end, boys. And I'm going to show you something that I know my boy Miles Estrada is going to enjoy. Shout out, by the way. Check him out. Pretty great channel. You'll probably find something you like over there. Anyway, when I was a kid, we used to hit the garage sales a lot. Me and my grandma. And one time, I went to a garage sale, and I opened a little crate, and past the stink of mothballs and feces, I found this little bad boy. Elf. Little hand puppet. Now, I've had this forever, and it was actually on a previous $10 Slammer video, but I deleted it because it sucked. So, here he is. Elf. Now, here's the thing. When I was a kid, for some reason, the hair bothered me. Like, big time. It pissed me off, actually. So, this bad baby, I guess you could say, is crappily customized because I shaved his hair. So, he's got like a trimmed little fur, I guess. Anyway, this is one of those things that I've had for super long. And, I figured Miles would appreciate its inclusion. Next. Alright, next up. This is probably the thing I hold the most dear. And it's not even mine. It's my mom's. You know what? I just saw another one. But let me show this one first. Let me tell the story. Back 10 years now, our grandmother, which basically raised us as kids, got a tumor in her brain, and she had kind of like a long battle with it, and she had the surgery to get it fixed, but of course it came back. But while in her recovery, she could barely remember us, and it was a thing that she was basically like a little kid. And when we'd visit her, we would take her little things. The first of which was this little turtle. Now this I believe is a McDonald's like Thai baby thing, but she was like really attached to it, and so it's cute, and it's got that sentimental value, so we keep it. My mom actually keeps this in her room because it reminds us of grandmother. And similarly, when I have several pictures, but I'm not gonna post them because I don't want to show her face, basically. But we have several pictures of her holding this exact Domo figure. Now, the reason why we got this is because we went to Spencer's, and we were trying to find something to take her, and the closest thing that was cute was this here Domo. So I have no idea what the hell Domo is. He would be like a white supremacist. I have no freaking clue. I do not endorse Domo, but my grandmother's attachment to this figure has kind of made me really enjoy the Domo figures, and I am kind of growing a collection as we speak. Again, I don't know what this is from. I know it's Japanese. It kind of looks like a little turd, and that connection to my grandma is kind of what makes me enjoy him so much. It sounded a little gay, but I'm sure y'all can understand. But Maybe I'll show them my Domo collection at one point. But anyway, that's why I like the Domos. Next, I don't know why I said next. I have nothing else left. But anyway, there was a lot of stuff that I would have liked to shown. But like I said before, a lot of my stuff that I grew attached to as a kid was stolen by bandits. Wet bandits, that is. Wet because they pee on each other. Woo, that was bad. Anyway, I'm keeping that. Just figured I'd show this little thing. I know this video probably sucks the massive ding. I have no confidence in being able to carry a freaking video. That's what Ahab does all the job over at the $10 Slimer Hit channel. Check it out right now. But anyway, that's it for today. Goodbye.